Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 today of this open house we've got going on. So today we are talking about a few things. It's basically all of like the main objections and excuses that I hear from people, and basically just telling you about like who is this for, who is this not for, how you can make time for it whether you have a full-time job, part-time job, kind of how this can be whatever you want it to be. So gonna start tackling the how do I do this, lack of time type of thing. Now, the way that you do this is focus on those 4 vital behaviors that we spoke about yesterday, and get out of your head like the fact that you have to do this all day, every day, because not everyone is able to. Like when I first started, I told you guys yesterday, I was working 3 part-time jobs, 6 days a week, sometimes 12 hours a day. So I didn't have the time to start this either, but I knew that if I made the time, that eventually I would have the time for it. So what did I do? Excuse me, sorry. Something like in my mouth. But what did I do? Okay, so when I was working my job, I would have a 30-minute lunch break. So what would I do? 20 minutes of those would be dedicated to posting or sending messages or responding to messages or reading, or no, not reading, that's a lie. Or like that's when I would work, is for 20 minutes, and then I would eat for 10 minutes. Because really the rest of that time I would eat, sure, but like it would be spent scrolling on my phone. So I took that time out and I made it more productive. In the morning, I would wake up and do my workout first thing. That, sure, I had to wake up earlier, but you guys, it's really not the end of the world, because I knew that if I waited until like 7 o'clock when I got home, I wasn't going to do it. So I woke up a little bit earlier. I got it done. I'd make a morning workout post. I'd go to work. That's what I would do on my lunch break, 20 minutes to work. And then I would come back home and I'd have like an hour to eat before I went off to the next job to teach fitness classes. And then I would come home. I'd sit at my kitchen table, at my parents' kitchen table, eating dinner at like 9 o'clock. And I would work. I'd have my computer in front of me and I would be doing work while I was eating. So you just have to find your power pockets. It doesn't have to be a full hour. It doesn't have to be hours a day. It can maybe only be 20 minutes that day, because that's all the time that you have, and that's totally okay, because at least you're showing up a little bit every day consistently and making it work for you, and then eventually you'll have more time to put into it if that's what you want. So in that like 20 minutes, be intentional with your time. So doing your 4 vital behaviors. Now, reading was something I struggled with my entire first year, finding time to read, because like I said, I didn't like reading. So what would I do? I would listen podcasts or listen to audiobooks, or that stuff you can do while you're doing laundry, you're washing dishes, you're driving. Instead of listening to the radio, you could be doing something productive and feeding your mind in a positive way. The next thing I would do is like, I'm gonna get real with you guys. Like that time that you're sitting on the toilet, scrolling your phone, bring a book with you, okay? That was how I had to start, because that's the only time I would let myself actually sit down and read. Now that I have a more open schedule, I've been able to make time for it in the morning. So I have my breakfast, I have my coffee, and I read for like 20 minutes, you guys. It doesn't have to be a whole heck of a lot. It doesn't have to be it can be as easy as you make it or as hard as you make it, all right? So just find those power pockets. You can make this work. You don't have to work at the magnitude that I do right out of the gate, because I didn't even work at this magnitude when I started. Everyone has a day 1. I started right where you guys started, okay? You're not going to be perfect at this. You don't have to be. You don't have to be perfect at this at all, like years down the road. It's just a matter of constantly like wanting to learn and like keep learning as you go. It's not about perfection. Nothing like perfection isn't fun. So that leads me into training. Like, how are you going to find out what to do? Like, how do you learn how to do what I do? So this is our sneak peek. Of course, I'm explaining it to you, but if you choose to if you choose to join Team Vibe with Me coaches, then you'll be added into my coach group, where we have team calls weekly where we get to connect with each other and learn from each other. But also I have a 20-day coach training, and it's self-paced. You do it at your own time. You could do it in 20 days, 30 days. Maybe you do it in a whole week. They're just quick videos explaining how to start conversations with people, how to tell people about what we do, how to tell them about the coaching opportunity so that you could even build a team of your own one day if you choose to, how to run groups, how to help people, how to do social media. We do trainings on social media very often, because social media is always changing. So how to connect with people through social media, how to grow a following, how to post so you don't feel like icky, how to be you, honestly, like how to really break out of your shell and do this coaching thing, do your life on your own terms. Like that's all included in the training, and that's there for you to go back to direct your team to once you start building one. So you're never alone in this. You're not just thrown out and been like, here, fend for yourself. You signed up as a coach. Cool, bye. Like, no, I'm with you every day of this. Like my coaches are my best friends. We talk every single day. We connect. We are like, your vibe attracts your tribe. Like that's why I named us Team Vibe with Me, because we're a team. We're a family. We all vibe. We're a vibe tribe. Like you're my girls. Like that's what this is all about. You know, the community is really huge, and you're never alone, and you're never like just supposed to learn everything on your own. Like I'm here to guide you. Of course, if you want to continue going like and learn for you what like you need for your personal growth, Google, you know, there's Google, those personal development books. Like you do need to also take a little bit of ownership to move yourself forward too, right? We work as a team, but I'm not your boss in this. Like you guys are you're your own boss. So I'm not going to be there checking your homework or anything like that, or that's up to you to do, but I'm here to help you however you need me to. Alrighty. So next few things I have written down here is a few things that I get who this is not for. So this is not for anyone who is like looking to get rich quick. If you think you're going to be a millionaire in 3 months, nah, I'm not even going to tell you that. That's a lie. It's not like, I don't even know if it's possible. Like this takes work. This takes effort. It's not something you're just going to come into. People are going to flock to you and you're going to be like top 10. Like it doesn't happen that way unless you put the work in. Like it can happen if you work for it, if you're willing to put your head down and earn it, because nothing comes to you for free. Nothing comes to you easily. Everything I have now, I have worked for. I have put in the effort for. Like not everyone goes full time in like 2.5 years, but I did because I knew that I wanted to. And if you decide that you want to, you can do anything, you guys. Like I told you yesterday, anything you set your mind to, you have the power to do. So another thing, a few people, like I've talked to a lot of people daily who say like these few things that it's like, well, I can't do that because of this, because of that. So lack of time, we already covered that. You do not have to be at your goal weight in order to be a coach. Like heck, remember I told you, I started in a challenge group. I didn't finish the program. I didn't get any results. And then I decided I want to be a coach, and that's when I committed. So I was at my day 0 when I committed to being a coach and sharing my journey. And I showed people the progression, and that is like, that's more inspiring than showing the polished finished product. When you show people the journey of how you got there, because that's more relatable, because then they can see themselves within you where they're struggling and they're like, oh my God, you're going through that right now. I'm going through that right now. Can you help me? And boom, there you go. That's how easy it can be. It's just genuinely put yourself out there, share, and you will inspire people on the way. You don't have to be perfect. That's sometimes even harder to relate to. So you do not have to be at your goal weight. Another thing people say is like, oh, well, I don't want to be like a slimy salesperson. Like, I don't want to just be selling shit to people. You don't have, like, if you don't want to be, then don't. Honestly, like, I know we all see those people on Facebook, Instagram who are like, hey, join my group. And like, you're just like, oh, you roll your eyes, or you have people who reach out to you and are just like, hey, you look like you could lose weight. Do you want to join my group? Like, you don't have to be one of those people if you don't want to. Like, those people probably don't have the training and the team and like the authentically you, like that we, like that, well, I can't even talk right now. I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. But those people probably don't have like the coaching for like, they don't have someone who tells them that it's okay to just be themselves. That's what I was trying to say, honestly, because you don't have to come off as a slimy salesperson. Listen, if you go to a restaurant that's like amazing and you want to, and like you go to a really awesome, guys, what is wrong with me right now? But if you go to a really awesome restaurant and you just want to tell everyone about it, you had like the best pizza ever, you have to tell everyone about it. That's the same thing with this. Like, I used to be a binge eater. I used to flip-flop, yo-yo diet. I sucked. Like, yes, I got the workouts done, but I never knew how to eat. Like, I used to always struggle with my diet. I would binge eat, and then I would starve myself, and I would punish myself, and I would pinch and pull and like talk so bad to myself. And then I started this journey, and I finally learned how to eat using my containers. Drinking Shakeology helped with my sweet tooth cravings, where I didn't, like, and the personal development helped me to learn my self-worth. And working with this group and these team of women really helped me to believe that I was worthy, that I am worthy of love, that I can love myself. And that's what allowed me to get all the results I have today. And that's what allows me to keep going, because I learned how to believe in myself. And that right there, just by sharing that on my social media, that's me inviting people. That's me telling people that, hey, I have finally found something that worked for me. I know you used to struggle with this too. Do you think that we could do this together and see if this is something that could help you? And that's it. You're just genuinely sharing something that has changed your life, and sharing it with people because you want to help change their life. You want to help be a part of that. And that to me is not slimy or salesy. That's just you being genuine. As long as you lead with your heart, people are going to respond to that. And you won't, neither of you will feel slimy, right? So the last thing I have is, when people say like, oh, but I don't have any background in fitness, I don't have any background in marketing, sales, and business. Neither do I. Remember, I hate school, so there was no way I was going to school for a business degree. I don't have any leadership skills before this. I've never been a manager or anything, don't know nothing about marketing. Everything you need to know, you can learn. Anything in this world that you want to do, someone else has done it before you. So that means that you can learn how to do it too. So everything will be taught to you. Like I said, in our 20-day Coach Basics training, even you can learn from my coach, you can learn from her coach. We all share, we all work together. It's a community. It's Team Beachbody for a reason. So you're never alone. You don't have to, everyone started at day one, you guys. I had to start and I had to learn all of this as well. And you will learn it as long as you put your head down. I think I've said this 4 times. As long as you have the hustle and heart to make it work for you and learn how to do it, because this is something that can change your life if you let it. And this is something that you can use to change other people's lives if you decide to do it, it's really, truly amazing. So you do not have to spend hours and hours a day doing this. You do not have to be at your goal weight. You do not have to be slimy or salesy. You do not have to have a degree in anything before you can do this. You just have to have a belief and a desire to want more. Belief in yourself and a desire to want more for your life. And this can be that for you. So there is a very powerful, jam-packed day 2 for you guys. Then the last day, we're going to just close up finally day 3, talking about the financial bit of it and all that fun stuff. So I hope you really learned a little bit more today, and I hope this kind of helps you decide if it is for you or not, because that's what this whole thing is about. It's just deciding if it's for you or not, and it's totally okay either way. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day.